We all face tough times, moments that test us. These are the times when our strength and resilience are put to the ultimate test. It's during these moments that we often feel the most vulnerable and alone. The road ahead seems long and arduous, and the light at the end of the tunnel feels like a distant dream. Times when giving up feels easier than fighting. When every step forward feels like a monumental effort, and the weight of our struggles seems too much to bear. It's in these moments that the temptation to surrender can be overwhelming. The thought of letting go and escaping the pain can seem like the only option. I remember a time in my life when I felt lost and afraid. The world around me seemed to be crumbling and I couldn't find my footing. The future was uncertain and the present was filled with anxiety and fear. I felt like I was standing on the edge of a precipice looking out into an abyss of uncertainty. Nothing seemed to be going right, every plan I made fell apart, and every effort I put in seemed to be in vain. It was as if the universe was conspiring against me, and I couldn't catch a break. The harder I tried, the more elusive success became. It was a time of constant struggle and relentless challenges. I felt like I was drowning in a sea of despair. The waves of hopelessness crashed over me, and I struggled to keep my head above water. The darkness seemed to close in from all sides, and I couldn't find a way to escape. It was a suffocating feeling, one that left me gasping for breath and searching for a lifeline. It was one of the hardest periods of my life. The nights were long and sleepless, filled with worry and doubt. The days were a blur of monotony and despair. I felt isolated and disconnected from the world around me. It was a time of profound loneliness and deep sorrow. Everything felt heavy, and the future seemed bleak. The weight of my burdens pressed down on me, and I couldn't see a way forward. The path ahead was shrouded in fog, and every step felt uncertain. The dreams and aspirations I once held dear seemed out of reach, and the future I had envisioned felt like a distant memory. I couldn't see a way out. The walls of my struggles closed in around me, and I felt trapped. The more I searched for an escape, the more elusive it became. It was a labyrinth of despair, with no clear exit in sight. The hope that once guided me seemed to have vanished, leaving me in a state of perpetual darkness. The weight of the world felt unbearable. The responsibilities and expectations piled up, and I felt crushed under their enormity. The pressure to succeed, to be strong, to keep going was relentless. It was a burden that seemed too heavy to carry, and I felt like I was on the verge of collapse. But even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. It's a flicker of light in the vast expanse of darkness, a glimmer of possibility in the face of despair. Hope is the force that keeps us moving forward, even when the path is unclear. It's the belief that better days are ahead, that the dawn will break after the longest night. It may be hard to see, but it's there, like a tiny seed waiting to sprout. Hope is resilient, and it can grow even in the most barren of soils. It's the promise of new beginnings, the potential for growth and renewal. In the midst of our struggles, hope is the anchor that keeps us grounded, the beacon that guides us through the storm. And as long as we hold on to that hope, we can find the strength to keep going, to rise above our challenges, and to emerge stronger on the other side. Think about the sunrise. It's a new day, a fresh start. No matter how dark the night, the sun always rises again. That's hope. It's the promise of a new day, a new beginning. It's the belief that even though things are tough right now, they won't always be this way. The sunrise reminds us that darkness is temporary. Light will always return, and with it, the chance to start again. We all have inner strength, a wellspring of resilience we may not even realize we have. It's what gets us through tough times. This strength is what helps us to keep going when we want to give up. It's the voice inside that whispers, "You can do this," even when we doubt ourselves. Resilience is not about being strong all the time. It's about allowing ourselves to feel our emotions, to grieve, to be angry, and then to rise again. Section 4. A Story of Resilience. I once met a woman who had been through unimaginable hardship. Her eyes held stories of pain and loss, yet there was a glimmer of hope that shone through. She had faced challenges that would have broken many, but she stood tall, a beacon of resilience. She had lost everything: her home, the place where she had built countless memories, now reduced to rubble. The walls that once echoed with laughter and love were now silent. Her family, the people who were her pillars of strength, were no longer by her side. The void they left was immense, a chasm of grief and longing. Her livelihood, the work she had poured her heart and soul into, was taken away, leaving her with nothing but the will to survive. But instead of letting it break her, she found a way to rebuild her life. She started small, planting seeds of hope in the barren soil of her existence. Each act of rebuilding was a testament to her indomitable spirit. She painted new walls, not just of her house but of her life, with colors of hope and determination. She told me, "When you've been through the fire, you come out stronger." Her words resonated deeply, a profound truth born from experience. She shared her story with others, inspiring them to find their own strength in the face of adversity. Her story was a powerful reminder that even in the face of adversity, we have the power to choose hope. Every sunrise she witnessed was a new beginning, a chance to rise above the ashes of her past. She embraced each day with a renewed sense of purpose, running towards her dreams with unwavering determination. Her spirit, unbroken by tragedy, was a testament to the power of the human spirit. She walked through life with a confidence that came from knowing she had faced the worst and emerged victorious. Her new business was not just a means of livelihood but a symbol of her resilience and strength. She taught me that even in the deepest darkness, we can find a spark of light within ourselves. Under the vast expanse of the starry night sky, she held a lantern, a beacon of hope in the darkness. She looked up at the stars, her eyes filled with a hopeful expression, knowing that no matter how dark the night, the dawn would always come. Her journey was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a story of hope, strength, and the unyielding will to rebuild and rise again. Section 5. Finding your light. In the journey of life, we often find ourselves in dark places, moments where hope seems distant and the path forward unclear. But even in these times, there is a light within us waiting to be discovered. So how do we find hope in tough times? It starts with acknowledging our feelings. First, allow yourself to feel. Emotions are a natural part of the human experience, and it's important to give yourself permission to experience them fully. Don't try to bottle up your emotions. Suppressing what you feel can lead to greater pain and confusion. Instead, embrace your emotions, whether they are sadness, anger, or frustration. Let yourself cry, scream, or do whatever you need to do to process your pain. These expressions are not signs of weakness but of strength and self-awareness. Then, look for the small things that bring you joy. A beautiful sunset can remind you of the beauty that still exists in the world, even when times are tough. A good cup of coffee can be a simple pleasure that brings comfort and warmth to your day. A phone call with a friend can provide a sense of connection and remind you that you are cared for. These small moments can be lifelines. They are reminders that joy can be found in the simplest of things, and that these moments can help us navigate through the darkness. Remember, you are not alone. Isolation can make difficult times feel even more overwhelming, but reaching out can make a world of difference. Reach out to someone you trust. Sharing your thoughts and feelings with another person can provide relief and perspective. Talk to a friend, family member, therapist, or anyone who will listen without judgment. These conversations can be a source of support and understanding, helping you to find your light even in the darkest of times. Section 6. Embracing new beginnings. Every sunrise is a new beginning, a chance to start fresh, to let go of yesterday's worries and embrace the possibilities of today. It's okay to not have all the answers. It's okay to not be okay. Just keep moving forward, one step at a time. Embrace the unknown. See challenges as opportunities for growth. Believe in your ability to overcome obstacles. You are stronger than you think. Section 7. The enduring power of hope. Hope is a powerful force. It's what gives us the courage to keep going when things are tough. It's the belief that things will get better, even when we can't see how. Never lose sight of that hope. Hold on to it tightly. Let it be your guiding light. Because even in the darkest of times, hope can lead us back to the light. Believe in yourself, believe in the power of hope, and never, ever give up.